Last year, the management of our plant decided to improve the processes in production to optimize the operation of equipment. We are engaged in the production of pharmaceuticals and have been on the pharmaceutical market for more than 20 years. We have a variety of equipment for the production of pharmaceuticals in our company, from a granulator to an automatic line for self-adhesive labels. At the general meeting on the development of production, the leading engineer of the analytical laboratory proposed to update the analytical and laboratory equipment. Using analytical equipment, they monitor the ratings of moisture level, melting time, transparency, dissolution, hardness parameters, thickness, viscosity, many analytical operations to determine the quality of raw materials, finished products. We conducted on technically obsolete laboratory equipment, which often did not provide indicators of verification. I have been working at the plant for 5 years as a leading production technologist. My superiors set me the task to find and buy an analyzer to determine the viscosity of gelatin, which is used to determine the viscosity of gelatin. I began my search, having clarified the necessary parameters in advance with the leading engineer of the analytical laboratory. He suggested choosing a modern analyzer with a test range of 0 to 99 ps. The engineer advised me to contact the equipment manufacturers first. They provide warranty service, drawings, instruction manuals, and installation of manufactured equipment. I followed his advice. I chose one company in Italy, which produces pharmaceutical equipment, went to their website, and wrote a letter, in which I indicated the desired parameters and the capabilities of the machine. I didn't specify a particular machine. I wanted to see what they could offer me. A week later I received the answer that they do not produce an analyzer to determine the viscosity of gelatin, but can develop and produce it, if requested by the end of next year. However, she did not call in the evening. I contacted them the next day. The manager said that she had passed the request on to the design department, and that she would contact me when she got an answer. This seems strange to me. When do I wait for an answer? How long to wait for an answer? Not a business-like approach to the customer. After a series of failures, I gave up my own search for an analyzer to determine the viscosity of gelatin. Then I remembered that at the Forum of Manufacturers of Equipment for the Pharmaceutical Industry in Moscow, I met with a specialist who was engaged in selection and supply of laboratory equipment for the production of medicines. I found his business card, and before contacting him I decided to check whether he really specializes in the supply of equipment for the pharmaceutical industry. In order to do this I found his website and thoroughly studied the information on it. He suggested the option of a machine that was popular with customers and proven in production. I agreed to consider it. The manager emailed me the passport and the instruction manual for the equipment. He also offered to perform a turnkey delivery. I liked the proposed version of the equipment, and I agreed it with the management. A week later we signed a contract for the supply of an analyzer to determine the viscosity of gelatin. 1 month after signing the contract, the manager called me and told me that the equipment was ready and would be delivered within a week. The equipment was delivered according to the contract in 30 days. The equipment was as I wanted it to be, with simple and easy controls. The device controlled all operations of gelatin viscosity analysis. It worked in color mode with the results displayed on a panel. The laboratory engineer and I, including myself, were satisfied with the proposed option of the gelatin gel strength analyzer. Choosing an analyzer was not an easy decision. I went a hard way. There were obstacles and failures, but I was lucky. I met a specialist who solved my problems, gave competent advice, and left positive emotions from communication.